Welcome, my friends, spectators, and fellow warriors. We are just 24 days out from competition. Right now, we're weighing in at 192.6 pounds. Welcome to another episode of Revealing Hercules.
Woo! Alright guys, so I got a bunch of stuff done this morning. I feel like I've been working for months straight on end, but it's a good thing. It's something I've actually grown quite accustomed to. I just finished uploading the Q&A for Patreon streamers only, so if you donate $1 or more a month to the Patreon, which helps me buy equipment and stuff, you get access to all sorts of videos. This month there's a Q&A, and then there's also a story time video, which is going to be the story of the first time I got arrested. What? Yeah, so if you guys just go on patreon.com, pledge $1 more, you get access to all that. Then of course there's all these different rewards, like if you donate $20 or more, you get all the handprints sent out to you. I just sent those out a few days ago. And then also I am working on getting the content done for this weekend since I won't be here. I'm leaving on Wednesday at 5:45 at night to fly to Texas, so I'm getting videos done for next weekend so that there is still content on the channel while I'm gone. So yeah, I gotta work extra hard to get the work done for next week. So I just got these in from a manufacturer. Right here I got the Beast hat. So this is the antithesis hat for the Obese to Beast line. There's the obese and there's a line strikeout. So this is for people who don't want to wear the word obese on their head but still want to have like kind of the mantra and the idea behind it. So this is just Beast. I love this. This came out amazing. Then something that came out a little less amazing, and part of being an entrepreneur is you gotta keep trying. Some things don't come out right. Is this crop top. So I think the cut is great. I think the crop top itself is very cute. It looks really nice, but I think the design is just too small. I think it just didn't really pan out. But then over here, something I'm super excited about is look at this. This is an all-over sublimation print. So this is going on 100% polyester tanks, and literally from front to back, it's covered in Beyond the Week. I think that's super dope for anyone who likes that kind of a style. So I've got all those new products that I need to take pictures for, the website for the actual product listings, then we also need to take marketing photos for like Instagram and social media and stuff like that. So that's gonna have to happen, I guess, right after I get back from Texas, because it's gonna be Wednesday to Sunday. I've also picked up quite a few clients in the last week for my 8-week macro coaching plan, so I've got new plans to make. I also have a lot of updates to do throughout the week. And then I've also picked up some new Patreoners this week, so I'm dropping these 2 new packages off at the post office. Yesterday I dropped off the big load of like 10 to 12, something like that, shirts, sent them out, so they're getting off to people. I'm so excited, but I just want you guys to understand that everything is hectic and busy in this last 24 days before competition. I'm so stoked, super busy, but I'm staying on point and trying to stay focused.
Hey, what's up? My name's Ed.
This is my pee-pee. This is my pee-pee. I like poop. I like poopies. I like poop. From the hood, yeah. 50-50, 4-5. Get down, get down.
I'm here with Brian and LP, and we're gonna do a leg workout and show you guys how you can grow your meat.
Alright, so Ed and I hit the leg press for about 3-4 sets of 12 to 16 reps. We did like a couple different things. We did like some pauses and stuff like that. Then we hopped right into dumbbell sumo squat, which you're watching right now. And a lot of people don't actually use this. You do like barbell sumo squats, but I really like this exercise because if you can keep the weight directly under your pelvis, try to hold it as close to your pelvis as possible, and then try to keep your torso upright so your chest is directly over your hips. So you're just lowering your butt down and up. You're not bending forward and basically doing a Romanian deadlift. You're gonna get such a dope squeeze in your hamstrings and your glutes. Ed was saying, because he's never done it before, he was saying that like halfway through his set, he was like, I can really feel my hamstrings being stimulated right now, which he said he wants to work on. So if you were trying to work your like posterior change and just try to do something different, hit this dumbbell sumo squat. Do kind of a wide stance, have your toes pointed outwards, keep your weight in your heels, and try to go very slow and think about squeezing your glutes and hamstrings as you're going down, and then when you get to the top, squeeze them super, super tight as you're standing straight up, and that's pretty much all it is, but you'll really like this one. I like to do sets of 12 to 16 reps on this.
Dude, you're a good talker, man. I need to work, you're a good speaker.
Then after this, we wrapped up with a bunch of isolations. So we did like quad extensions, we did hamstring curls, we did calves. We didn't record all of it, but basically we're just doing about 3 to 5 sets on each of those exercises, those isolations, so that we could get the rest of the workout workout kind of like fatigued through. And then Ed, because he doesn't have any back problems like your boy here, he did 2 or 3 sets of barbell squats just to see how it feels in this gym. And he was saying he really likes this gym, so that's kind of cool. If you guys ever want to come through Fitness 101 in San Diego, go check out Ed's channel. Ah! All right, my friends and family, just finished my cardio. Did half bike, half the step mill, or whatever you call this, the elliptical. I'm currently doing 35 minutes of cardio a day. Now that is gonna go up next week after I get back from Texas. Then we move into 40 minutes per day. OTB himself is actually on 40 minutes a day right now, so I'm a little bit lower than he is currently. But we are gonna ramp it up just a little bit before we get to that peak week, and then we'll drop it back down before we actually go into peak week. Everybody's always asking, what's your favorite exercise for getting a six-pack? What's the best exercise? It's very simple. There are so many, but the one that I really like to do is you're gonna find a decline bench or a lat pull-down bench. Put your knees over the pad, put your feet under the bar, and then grab a plate and hold it at your collarbone or your chest. Now just lower yourself while holding your abs tight, squeezing your abs the whole time, never let them loose, and try not to go low enough that your back hurts at all. If you are going that low, then you need to go a little less low. But just go as low as you can, come back up, squeeze your abs. Now you're trying to get 100 reps. It doesn't matter how many sets you need to break that into, so if you need to do 6 different sets or 10 different sets, that's fine. But just try to increase the amount of reps that you do per set until you're eventually able to do 4 sets of 25 reps. And that is my secret to a perfect six-pack. Dun, dun, dun. I screwed up a little bit. I cheated, guys. So I feel like the longer and longer you get into a diet and the leaner you get, like the lower body fat you get, the more your internal instinctual craving for eating food goes up. And I think it makes it quite a bit easier to fall into kind of like a little bit of a binge, meaning like, you know, you happen to be like, okay, I'm gonna have an extra protein bar tonight. Okay, I need help, I'm just gonna eat a little bit. You eat that protein bar and then it's gone like nothing, and then you go for the next thing, and then you go for the next thing. And you're consciously aware of what's going on, but you just keep doing it. That's exactly what happened this weekend. I ended up having a bunch of extra Lenny and Larry's cookies and protein bars, and then I finished all that off with like a big 800 calorie shake with like tons of cacao nibs and whatnot. So I actually threw myself off my diet. It was not a refeed. It wasn't calculated very well. I mean, if it was a refeed, I would have done it way, way more like strategically. But yeah, I went over calories big time this weekend once. And this is just me admitting my faults to you guys. There's no strategy or reason for this. I just want you guys to know what happens. So just keep in mind that if you are dieting and you run into kind of like a binge phase or something, don't kill yourself. Don't get super mad at yourself. Don't go mentally suicide or nothing. It's totally fine. I mean, don't make it a habit, but just accept that it happens sometimes and get right back on track. Right back on track. And that's hopefully where I am right now. Alright, so let's talk tanning, guys. When it comes to competitions, you do need to get a tan. I've tried it before both ways, doing a tan beforehand or getting no tan at all, completely staying white. That way I can apply the spray tan better. But I actually found that if you get a tan about, say 3 to 4 weeks before your competition, start getting the base tan, then the spray tan will apply a lot better. So I've actually just started this weekend tanning. I probably should have done a little bit earlier, but it's on antibiotics and stuff, so I'm a little sensitive to sun, so I wasn't really allowed to do this yet. But just a pre-warning, when you guys do go to the tanning salon, you're gonna love the half natty lighting. Look at this. Literally, it'll make you feel better than you have ever felt in your life before. You're gonna be like, yo, I'm so freaking yoked. And a quick disclaimer for anybody who's about to type on their computers, yo, sun tanning is so bad for you, it's really, really bad for your skin, it can cause cancer and stuff. I know this. I do not sun tan in a booth pretty much ever throughout the year. I do this because it is necessary for my competition. Please do remember that there are a lot of other things that I do not regularly do that a lot of other people do, like drinking alcohol and smoking cigarettes and doing a bunch of other terrible things that a lot of other people would never get on those people about. Just saying, I don't think 3 weeks of tanning is gonna be the worst thing that I could possibly do to my body. So chest day for me and my man.
I'm bald, you guys.
Beast. I know, look at that.
I'm not sure if they noticed.
What do you guys think about that, by the way? This is probably one of the first times a lot of people have seen you with that hair. It's very nice.
But yeah, I did chest and shoulders today.
Something we were both talking about while we were in the middle of lifting is essentially like, as you go throughout contest prep, there are like literal like hour changes and day changes between how you feel.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like one day you'll go in on Wednesday and you're like, damn, I look so good on point with my prep. Thursday you go in and you're like, I'm so far behind, I'm so white, I'm so fat, I'm holding water.
For me, like literally, because today is Monday when we're filming this, so yesterday was Sunday, and that's when I take a rest day, right? So every time, like the day I come back from my rest day, I always have like better workouts, my pump's better, so I'm like much more like happy during the workout. And then like once it gets to like Friday and Saturday, I'm like during the workouts, I'm just like, I hate my life.
Yeah.
I look terrible. Yeah, it definitely changes.
Over the weekend, like I told you guys, I had a little bit of like a kind of a overeating, I guess you could call it a binge fest. And I came to the workout today knowing that I wasn't gonna look as good. Like I was expecting not to look that good. And during the beginning, I was like, yeah, I look pretty bad. I look pretty like watery and whatnot. And then it's funny, like I was saying, hourly changes. By the end of the hour workout, just now, I was flexing out in the mirror and whatnot, and I felt like I looked better than I have like pretty much the whole prep. It's feeling like very filled out. So like, the point of this is when you are going through contest prepping, or even beyond that, if you're just dieting or whatever, don't get discouraged and let that discouraging thought stop you from continuing on.
Yeah,
just
definitely.
push through that mental aspect.
And it like what he's saying, it happens to everyone. So you're not like weird if you're just like, man, I feel like I'm struggling one day and then the next day I feel better. That's just normal. That's normal.
Yeah,
totally normal.
yeah. And you're not gonna look your best until you finish cutting and you get back to eating, because obviously you're lower calories in your maintenance, so you're gonna look a little shriveled up. You're gonna see a lot of dude. You're gonna see that water weight when you do eat something very salty. It's gonna hide your muscles and it's gonna make you feel really small because your muscles are already like depleted and stuff. So just make sure that you don't get down on yourself when you're dieting. Always push through it. Don't let your mind screw you over, and just do what you know is correct and is working.
So my friends, that brings us to the end of this week of progression. Vegan Hercules is only 23 days out from competition. I am so ecstatic, super happy that my friend's gonna be there with me. As far as my physique is going, I feel like I look pretty good, especially for that little bit of a mess up this weekend. I'm recovering pretty well from it. I feel like I'm very dry looking. I'm still relatively very large, even while going down in body fat, losing weight and whatnot. I feel like my muscles still look very pronounced and full, which I'm really, really happy about. I'm currently eating about 2,600 calories per day, so that's a little bit lower than the usual 2,800 calories. I dropped a little bit because I am trying to dig for these last like 20 days or so. Like I've said a few times, I'm actually flying out to Texas tomorrow night, or actually I guess today, since you guys are watching this on Wednesday, and I'll be in Texas from Wednesday to Sunday, so it's going to be a little bit of a struggle to get everything done correctly, stay on track, on contest prep, cardio, all that stuff, but I'm going to do everything. I already have a meal prep company that Chelsea is paying for. Thank you, Chelsea. Big time. That's very helpful. That is going to provide a lot of meals for me while I'm out at the expo, so I don't have to quite think about it as much. They have vegan patties and stuff, which is really cool. And while we're there, of course, we are all going to stick to our cardio, do our cardio in the hotel room. So that'll be like 40 minutes or so every single day. There are a lot of you guys coming. I know Gracie's journey is coming down. Chelsea Liss obviously is flying down. There's a bunch of people that are driving in from like 8 hours north, all these crazy places, tons of you guys. So thank you for everyone who's planning on coming. And if you do want to come, it is on June 11th. I'll leave the link in the description below. So yeah, I'm feeling really good. Just got to stick on the track and continue moving down the line until we get to competition. My friends are all looking really good. I'm really excited about bringing everyone down to the show and having this crazy like little package. This series finally coming to an end. It has been one of my favorite series to run. So that is it for this week, guys. I will make sure to record a vlog, a full day of eating while I'm in Texas, so you guys can kind of see what's going on, how I'm eating and whatnot, and how I'm kind of dealing with this contest prep while traveling. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm super excited about next week. Hopefully I can bring you all sorts of new progression. Another episode of Revealing Hercules.